Okay. I'm just a bit quiet. Give me 2 ticks. Try that. Should be good to go. I'm just going to share this round. Just give me a second, guys. Just so I can share it around. Just give me a couple of minutes, guys. Just testing my voice a minute. That's alright. Right, so yeah, good evening, guys, and welcome to Thunder Enduro. This is the final round of the championship. And yes, you're probably wondering who is in the commentary box. Yes, it is Torc legend and also Thunder Enduro AM class race winner, twice an AM class race winner, Hopper's in the commentary box. I've been asked to commentate tonight because it is the final round of the championship here at Bernese Alps in the Swiss Alps. It is a very technical circuit. It is not one to be messed with, and it is also technically one of Thunder Enduro history and also Torc history. We do have obviously the sprint race for the touring cars that are coming up in a moment or two. Then we have the feature race, then obviously the 60 lap Thunder Enduro race, which should be very interesting because, you know, from looking at who's here and who is also around for this evening, it's nice to see certain people that I've raced against, such as Major Raver, obviously Bradley Everest, obviously Wayne, 4 Wheels Good. You know, there's quite a few people in the league that, you know, I've raced against. And obviously next season, if you know, this is obviously a shock announcement from my part, is I will be coming back to race in Thunder Enduro for season 14, which seems to be a very popular demand choice within the Thunder Enduro paddock. I decided, you know, what more do I want? I know I have a lot on Tuesday night, but I've decided I want to come back and race. I don't have anything much on a Tuesday night as of yet, so, you know, we're going to be hopefully going to be back on the grid. I'm looking forward to being back on the grid for the first time in how many months. It's been thereabouts. Obviously, you know, looking at certain machinery that we have. Excuse me. Just looking at Matt Allen's Old Spice Mercedes. I believe he's teamed up. Well, he teamed up with Rob Morrow for the season, which was very an interesting predictability from what I heard, and it seemed to be thereabouts for that. Then you got Tom Norman or Devil Lord in the other Mercedes. I think it's the Cerberus and the Mercedes A-Class. Then you have NQR creamed in the Honda Civic. A very nice looking livery, I must excuse me. Majestic Jazzy Panda, hello, nice to see you. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I hope all is well. So NQR creamed, I believe he's the champion of. I'm okay, thank you very much. How are you? Good to hear. So we'll see exactly what is going to happen for this evening, as I say, within the final rounds of the Torc Touring Car Championship. And then obviously it goes to Thunder Enduro for the 60 lap around Bernese Alps. It is a very technical circuit, as I said. Then you got Wayne, or Four Wheels Good, in the Three Amigos racing Mercedes. Seems to be a variable choice of the Three Amigos. I believe Simon Coombs and of course Nick Langdon are the other two drivers in the Three Amigos Motorsport A-Class. I'm not too sure whether they're racing tonight or not. I'm not too sure who exactly on the entry list for this evening. Then you got NASCAR. I'm not too sure who NASCAR is, but he's in the Rocket Audi S3, the old is it it's not the Rocket Audi, is it? It's the Rob Holland's one. I can't remember exactly what the team name is in real life and when it was run in BTCC. Then you've got STR Mario, I believe in the Chevy Cruze, looks like a Alfa Romeo paint scheme. Then you've got Madge or Luke Boys making his series return to Thunder within the likes of exactly what is going to happen for them. I believe, you know, he's in the BMW 125i. Then you got Founded Abyss, aka Mark O'Neill, in the Laser Tools inspired Ash Sutton Champion livery, which looks pretty nice on an Audi S3, I must admit, for that. Then you got Pronog Racing, or ADT, in the other Honda Civic. I think there's the two types, there's number 5 and the number 2. I'm not too sure exactly which one's eligible for this because I've not seen the whole season. Then you've got Bobkins in the Lucasade inspired Audi S3. Okay, so it looks like Bobkins and Simon Coombs have teamed up. So hopefully I get to go very soon. So obviously ignore the Audi RS6 safety car because that is just basically me. But we're going to be in for that. So I've lost count where we were on the grid while people were waiting. You've got Simon Coombs in the Lucasade Apple, I believe that is the apple coloured Lucasade. Then you've got Dior Woody, I'm not too sure exactly who he is, but he's in the Demon Tweak Chevy Audi S3 rather. It looked like a Chevy Cruze from the back, but obviously not. Then you got Rob Racer UK or Rob Morrill in the Tenor Men sponsored Mercedes A-Class. Seemed to be well established racer is Rob, and obviously using the trusty Merc that he's used for so long in touring car history. Then you've got Roger Stig in the Sonax style DTM livery Mercedes A-Class. Looks very nice, I must admit. I think he's stepped in for a one-off touring car race. He's a very established racer, so then we'll get ready to see exactly what's going to happen for the sprint race. And it looks like then we will be going on board with Crypto Fishbulb rather, for the first race of the evening, and obviously we'll see exactly what's going to happen for that. I believe we're just waiting for the host to actually launch, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Hopefully we're in for a good night of racing. It's going to be thereabouts for leave the no. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's go. I do apologise, we're just trying to got a few issues up on my end, but we should be good to go. So I think the grid's looking very different to what I'm used to, but obviously there's sprint race and the feature race, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So I believe around here we'll just get everything into order. It's going to be a very weird, I've not commentated for a while on this, but hopefully we should be in for a good night of racing. So the green lights are up, the white and look at the map the best as we can, but it looks like going into turn 1 already there's a bit of pile up there. It was between the Demon Streets. Looks like this bull, I believe he's dropped back a bit, but it looks like at the moment then the STR Luigio and STR Mario, the two Corvettes, are nose to tail, but looking at going down the rise then. Here we go into the tight left. It's going to be a quick on the brakes. UNRL the Bomber. UNR, yeah, that's UNR the Bomber. And then we're on board with the Luigio, and then the chasing pack are chasing him down, but as you can imagine, it is so nose to tail at the moment with Mercedes of Brent Stig then making his second race, I believe, in terms of history with the Nutella sponsored Mercedes A-Class. You can just see with Madge taking him under threat with Major Raver then, the old Spice machine with all wheels good, trying to take him down, and Spike of Flop in 9th place at the moment and about to complete another lap. You can just see how quick they're going at fast speed into turn number 1. It is a long sweeping left, but looking at exactly who's at the tail of the field at the moment, Roger Stig. However, it seems to be having a bit of a battle with Tom Norman in the other Mercedes and NASCAR at the back. But Pronag's trying to get there about in 13th place. He's going to try and get literally 12th place, but he's under threat from, I believe that is Angry Unicorn, aka Matthew Granger. He's just going board with Matt Granger's Honda. He's thereabouts, but he's already up into 13th place then, so we'll see exactly how Brothers Stig and NASCAR get on with the battle for potentially 11th and 12th. Yes it is, but NASCAR's already picked up quite a bit of damage with Angry Unicorn trying to take 12th place off and thereabouts, but you know, with this ideal sort of circuit with Tom Norman behind Matt Granger at the moment, it's going to be very close. We'll see exactly what is going to happen, whether the things do happen thereabouts, but you can just see Angry Unicorn trying to take 12th place off NASCAR at the moment. The Honda Civic driver trying to get that 12th place. We'll see exactly what's happening further up. We believe let's having a look with Major Raver for the time being. We'll try and see what's going on with him. The 5th place with Madge right behind him. It seems that Madge is trying to get past the Mercedes at the moment. The BMW trying to push on quite a bit. Just see how quick the cars are getting with exactly the likes of Madge and of course Matt Allen there with STR and Luigio in 4th place at the moment. Victor's back up to 3rd then. It seems that it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen between The pair of them will go and see what's happening with the race lead. I believe that is STR Mario at the moment. Yes, he's in the lead. I believe the places are coming hands over fist because you've got URNR trying to chase after STR Mario. You can just see the Chevy Cruze rather versus the DHL Audi. It seems the Audis are trying to be on thick and strong, but the Bomber's going to try and bomb down inside into turn number 1, which he does spectacularly. He's got STR Mario on his sights, but STR Mario tries to get the switch back. A bit of mirror taking action there. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I think Major Rave is still there in 5th place at the moment. Yes, he is. The old Spice car. We'll see exactly what's happening with the other cars further back. I believe Angry Unicorn has already got himself back up into 3rd place then, so not 3rd place, 12th place rather, for that Honda Civic. He's going to try and chase after the likes of Brennstick, Stick, and I believe that is Spike O'Flock as well thereabouts, but I've seen what these guys can do. You can just see Wayne trying to get he's got overtaken by the Everest there. You can just see the Mercedes battles are just having a bit of easiness, but the pair of them are not going to make it easy. But you can see Brennstick trying to capitalise on that 10th place at the moment with 4 wheels good on that inside line, going over the bump here at Bernese Amps. You've got Matt Cringer trying to spoil the symmetry with that Honda Civic, trying to catch up. In 12th place at the moment, bit of an argy-bargy move between him and Wayne, with Fronag trying to catch up as well. What it looks like at the moment, and seeing what we can see, I believe Fronag's trying to catch them as well. You can just see the Honda Civic trying to push on. I believe seeing at what's happened there, I think Fronag near got sideways. We're already on like 5 out of 10, then this seems to be thereabouts. We'll see what Devil Lord is doing at the back. He's under threat from Simon Coombs at the moment. Like Simon's trying to get that Mercedes inspired LDS3, trying to get thereabouts, but looks like NASCAR and Founded Abyss, and of course Rob Racing UK looks like, but UNR, the bomber in the race lead still. Looks like Brad's gone up into okay, it seems to be and throwing a bit of a wobbler, because Major Rover is down in 19th. We don't know exactly what happened to him, but he had a bit of damage in that Mercedes, but it looked like he was running around at the time 5th place, but he's dropped back to 19th at the moment. That's a bit unfortunate. So NQR Green's trying to put a lap on him here. It seems, you know, like I say, Bernie's out, he's not margin for error around here, but seeing exactly what's going to happen. But Major Raver's still thereabouts. But it looks like the timing screen's actually just thrown a bit of a wobbler, because he's still 5th at the moment, but maybe that's the way it goes. But Major Raver is actually in 5th place, so the time screen's just thrown wobbles when we put in our NQR Kareem trying to get a move on Matt Allen for 5th place at the moment. He has to concede, gotta be careful going down the hill. And just thereabouts, we'll see exactly what's going to happen, but you can just see NQR Kareem trying to push on for that 5th place. He's got Matt Allen right behind him. You know, you can just about see exactly what's going to happen as Madge tries to get back up into that top 5. He's thereabouts in 7th. Brother Stig in 8th place then on his touring car debut. He's obviously trying to push on that, whether he's going to be pushing on for the later race, the feature race, that is thereabouts, but we'll see exactly who's there, and we'll see trying what's carrying on in a moment or two. But I tell you what, it's going to be very close, because I think Madge is going to try and catch up to the back of Matt Allen's Old Spice Mercedes as we're about to go on to lap number 7. He's thereabouts, but you can see how tight and twisty the Bernese Alps track is between now and then. But you know, only around 3 laps left in the sprint race for the Torc touring cars. It seems to be very quick personal battles going on, but you know, Brad's trying to get up to the back of Luke, and obviously Luke's trying to escape. It seems to be Mercedes BMW Devil's Bogeyman, unfortunately the run has got a bit of an issue with that BMW by the looks of it. As Brad's trying to put Mudge under pressure, you can just about see how close he's getting there, but you can just see the Mercedes versus the BMW seems to be working. He's now going to be chasing after Matt Allen for that 6th place, but still thereabouts, but we'll see how quick everyone is going to go. But at the moment it looks like, then looking at so Fishball then is up into 2nd place then. Don't know what happened to SDR Mario and Luigi. They seem to be struggling, the two brothers. Yeah, and of course Chris, they're trying to push their Chevy Cruisers. I said Chevy Corvettes then, but trying to push the Chevy Cruisers back up into that 1-2 position, but we're on to lap number 8, and it seems the Chevy Cruise and of course the Audis at the moment trying to lead the way, but STR Luigi gets a bit crossed up. Now going out of that turn, it seems thereabouts, but STR Mario is going to be, of course, to be reckoned for. Is he going to be able to catch up to Fishpool if by the end of the lap he's going to go down the hill? But see exactly what's going to happen. We'll try and go on board with the Chevy Cruise driver for the time being. It's going to be thereabouts, but looking exactly what's going on. He's got to be careful because his brother's right behind him, just about to chase, but you can just see NQR Kareem trying to also catch up. But that is going to be thereabouts, but I believe Brothers Stig has just got past Matt Allen for 6th place at the moment, but you can just see the Mercedes there trying to push on, but looking at the battle for NQR Kareem and of course STR Luigio's dropped back because NQR Kareem just got back in front. Thereabouts, you can just see that Honda Civic trying to push on the white, black and pink machine, the 45 numbers. Trying to push on and maybe to round out the season with an absolute astounding victory, but he gets a bit locked up into turn number 1. It is a long sweeping left. You can just about see how quick things go, but I tell you what, it's going to be very close because we're on the penultimate lap of the race. We'll see exactly what's happening further back. I think SDR Luigi is going to try and catch up to NQR Queen as we go down the rise. Then for the penultimate time, then it's going to be thereabouts. We'll try and go see what's happening further back when we can, but seeing exactly what's going to happen. NQR Queen at the moment still holding on for dear life in that 4th place in that Honda Civic. It seems to be thereabouts, but Rod Beaver is trying to catch up very quickly to the back of STR Luigi. Or now, could this be a turn for the books? Could it be exactly how things go? You can just see STR Luigi trying to pull away from Brothers Stig at the moment. You can see why he's called the Stig. He's trying to be chasing down STR Luigi as we go through the final bit of the circuit. It's going to be very close, but looking like the STR Luigi, has he got an issue, or is he just playing it safe as we go into the final lap of the sprint race? Then it's going to be thereabouts, but tell you what, Brothers Stig lots of break, but Madge is trying to get up to also major error for that 7th place at the moment. Try and catch up to this battle if we can. But looking at Brad, he's going to try and push on. You can just see exactly how well he's going to go. He's going to try and get STR Luigi this time round. He's going to try and get it. The Mercedes gets a bit of a tap onto the back of that Chevy Cruise, but the Chevy Cruise lets him by with ease. But that is going to be thereabouts. But I'll tell you what is happening further up at the moment. But I believe the Bomber, he's just going to be coasting round just to take a win, but he's got the fastest lap with a 1:19.8 at the moment, but he's going to be thereabouts. He's going to go through the final bit of the turns now. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Is he going to be inspired to take a win in the championship? He's going to be crossing the line to take the sprint race. It seems that it only just started, but he takes the win, followed by Crypto Fishball in the Demon Tweaks, and then you've got NQR Creamed gets onto the podium from STR Mario. Then it looks like Brother Stig into 5th place, then followed by Major Raver and of course Madge, but Madge just gets Major Raver at the end by the looks of it, and it seems to be a very close Spike and Floth then. However, in 9th then, Angry Unicorn in 10th place at the moment in the Honda Civic, then Cronag, followed by Brent Stig in 12th, with 4 Wheels Good in 13th by the looks of it. And then you've got Devil Lord in 14th, followed by Simon Coombs in 15th, so BTC Chat, followed by Founded the Bios, or Founded Abyss, aka Mark O'Neill, in 16th at the moment. Then you've got NASCAR in 17th, followed by Bobkins in 18th, and then followed by Rob Racer UK. There's quite a lot of cars with damage, maybe pushed too hard in the opening laps it seems, but Rob finishes 19th with Neil Doran in the Red Bull inspired Mercedes in 20th. And fair play to Neil, he's not giving up, he's thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what goes on for the next race. I think it's going to be thereabouts, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. I think the way things go, we'll see how quick things are thereabouts for the feature race. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. I think we are just waiting for Neil to finish the race. I think he was a lap down with a bit of an issue thereabouts, but he's never given up. He's a very established racer. He's given me good races in the past, I'll tell you that. But it'll be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the feature race. Oh, absolutely, Stu. Absolutely, mate. He always has fantastic liveries. So we'll see how well the feature race goes. I do apologise if I missed any of a bit of action, because it's so tight around here, you know, you've got to try and cover, but you know, we'll see exactly what's going to happen between, obviously, a bit of change. We'll see what the grid brings for feature race. It's going to be very exciting. I've not really seen much of Torc touring cars this season, but as you can tell, I will obviously try my best and get it thereabouts when I can. We'll see what goes on for the second race of the evening, before we get the 60 lap Thunder Enduro race thereabouts. It's going to be a very close one this evening. So we'll have a look at the race results then. So UNR the Bomber takes the race win from Crypto Fishbull, followed by Fishbull rather. Get that really confused. Followed by NQR Creamed, followed by STR Mario, Brother Stig in 5th. Followed by STR Luigi. Unfortunately, Luigi looked like he had a bit of an issue, so STR Mario and of course STR Luigi splitting Brother Stig in STR Sandwich, followed by Mudge in 7th, Major Raver 8th, followed by a Spike of Fluff, or Spike Fluff, or then you've got Angry Unicorn, followed by Prologue, followed by Brentstick, followed by 4 wheels called Devil Lord Beats Jack, founded the BIOS, and then obviously NASCAR, Bobkins, Rob Racer UK, and then of course Neil at the tail of the field. But who knows exactly what's going to happen for the feature race. It is going to be very exciting to see. As I say, I do apologise if I seem to be thereabouts, but it's going to be very close to see exactly what is going to happen for the 20 lap feature race. It is going to be a pit stop, so anything can happen in the feature race. And yeah, I hope you can hear me okay, guys. It's going to be, yeah, it's one of them, Stu, you know, it's very quick for a touring car around here, but we'll see what happens for the Enduro final race tonight. Who knows exactly what's going to happen for the last touring car race of the season. So we'll see exactly how things go. So hopefully I've got everything that I need set up just. So yeah, just while we're waiting for everyone to ready up for the feature race in the Torc touring car, the final round of the season. As I said at the start of the broadcast, I used to race in Enduro for a number of seasons. Obviously, you know, I took time away to go and commentate, and obviously, you know, try and get better at a new way of looking at racing, etc. But you know, looking at exactly how things have changed, you know, different people are now on the grid, you know, different cars are on the grid from what I've seen. And yeah, to be honest, I have occasionally, when I've been elsewhere, you know, I've been thinking, well, I've wanted to come back and so yeah, we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But as I said, you know, yeah, I used to race in Enduro for quite some time, within the sort of standings. It seemed to be, you know, very quick to appeal back to me, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the feature race, but then I'll hopefully tell you more why we wait for the people to jump in for Enduro. But as you can tell, we are going to be good to go in a minute. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the final round of the championship. I'll just get rid of the map, but it looks like the front two are trying to get escape, but it looks like there's a lot of cars close to tail. Major Raver goes a bit smoky wide, but he's got the Bomber versus STR Luigio, and of course Prodigy up into fourth. Then the Crypto Fish Bull is already up into first place then, with the the STR brothers sort of thereabouts, but STR Mario already into down into 5th place at the moment, it seems thereabouts, but you can just see how close these cars get around here. It looks like Major Raver into 7th, and at the moment it seems that is just a full grid as Major Raver actually gets sideways. We saw that when he towards that, but he's got Spike of Flop, and he's got, of course, NQR Creams thereabouts, but looks like NQR Creams has dropped there in front of him, but Ronald's going to try and take the move as well, it seems thereabouts, but Ronald and NQR Cream both same full car. Looks like at the moment then it's going to be thereabouts, but Ronald's going to try and push on, but it looks like NQR Creams is the first to pit, then maybe thinks, well, if you lot pit, then I will push my way. Looks like Devil Lord is also pitted, so the like Rob Race is already an early retirement in this race then, so it seems the Mercedes has transpired an engine or has a bit of an issue, but STR Mario, however, will be pushing on with the likes of URN the Bomber versus Brad and Stig. Seasoned veteran is Brad and Stig now in their Thunder Enduro folklore, but hopefully he doesn't moan at me for saying that, but so Fishpool was under threat from URN the Bomber, followed by STR Luigi trying to put Brad and Stig under pressure, so the Audis versus the Mercedes versus the Chevy Cruises at the moment, and as we go into the shadow section, Quixo Fishbowl gets a bit sideways. That allowed STR Luigi to try and close the gap, but no, it's not. It's allowed Brad and Stig literally latch onto the back of the Audis versus the Mercedes. All the 3 German cars at the moment, but Brad and Stig, you know how he likes to race. This guy is unstoppable. He likes to push on. They call him the Stig for some bizarre reason, but rumour has it we'll see exactly what happens between URN the Bomber versus Brother Stig, as Brother's going to get at 2nd place, which he does now. He'll chase after. So Fishbowl will go on board with Brothers going down the rise, and fastest lap at the moment 119.933. At the moment he's going to be pushing on. He's going to try and push on to get a race win in the Torc touring cars for the final round of the season. We'll see what's happening further back. STR Luigi, however, has put the Bomber under threat. Maggi's already there in 6th place in the BMW. Under threat already from Brent Stig by the looks of it. The Welshman, as Mudge takes a bit of his mirror off, which I believe, looking at that, he's under threat from Brent Stig at the moment. Just about to see Madge trying to hold on for dear life. The BMW versus the Mercedes versus the Audi now. Like the block, it seems that it's going to be thereabouts, but under the Fist will be trying to literally catch up. The Audi versus the Mercedes is about to sandwich it, and Prolantor also in that battle. This is going to be close as you like onto lap 4 then. Out of 20 things, and it seems that Simon Coombs is also going to try and catch up in 11th place at the moment, and the Brent Stig is trying to hold on in that Nutella sponsored Mercedes. I believe it was actually in a Angry Birds delivery. I'm not too sure, I might be mistaken, but it's looking likely that Spike is blocked. And of course Founder the Abyss versus Pronad at the moment seems to be thereabouts, but on board with Brent Stig trying to split the 2 Audis as well. He's going to try and go on the outside of that was Founded Abyss. Yes, he's got the outside maneuver, so Simon Coombs is also trying to catch up to this tail of the field. But this is going to be thereabouts, but Major Raven in 14th seems to be catching up to NQR Cream at the moment. It seems to be thereabouts. Is he thereabouts, or is he? Yes, Major Raven is slowly but surely catching up at the moment. He's going to be thereabouts, but going to be very quick to see what the Honda driver can do. The champion already of the Torc touring cars by the sounds of it, from what I've seen, but he's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. Major Rover is on a mission to try and catch back up. You know, these cars very equally matched, but we'll see what's going back to that battle, because it is already thereabouts. But you know, Radistig has taken the lead, then we knew that was going to happen. But Pronag's trying to catch up to Mark O'Neill. As you can see, we go on board with Pronag going down the hill. He's got the likes of Spiker Flock and Mark O'Neill and Brunstig and Madge at the moment. This is where it could be a 4-car, maybe 5-car battle for potentially 5th place as we go into this technical bit. Now Simon Coombs is trying his ever so best to catch up to these guys. We'll see exactly what's happening, but Madge is going to try and do that magic on the Mercedes, on the Audis versus the BMW at the moment. You can just see how much damage he's got. You can just see he's pushing on with the likes of Spiker Flock, Brunstig, and of course Mark O'Neill at the tail of the field. Pronag's trying to catch these guys up. These guys will have to make a compulsory pit stop in this race. It seems that Madge is going to try and push on, but I believe Mark O'Neill is now headed into the pit lane, so Simon Coombs is now there in 9th place at the moment. It seems to be pushing on the Lucasade, the green Lucasade inspired livery at the moment, with likes of Madge trying to get away from Spiker Flock, and we can just see how quick this is going to be between the Audi and of course the BMW. But you can just about see that Spiker Flock is going to try and get up to Madge. Madge is trying to push on the crispy creme donut, and Rocket's Audi S3 trying to get up to that BMW. You can just see about, but maybe it's going to be thereabouts. But looking at Brunstig, he's trying to get away from Simon Coombs at the moment, but it seems that Spiker Flock is going to put Madge under considerable amount of pressure. Is it going to be thereabouts? I think just looking exactly what's going to go on as we a bit of a weird moment for the time screen just to catch up, but Madge is already trying to get away from Spiker Flock, but it looks like Madge and Spike are going to try and push on. Madge gets a bit sideways, the clang door mirrors into Spiker Flock, goes into pit lane, and so that's allowed Brunstig back up into 7th. At the moment Madge carries on for 6th, and Simon Coombs in 8th place at the moment, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen between the rest of the field. We'll see what's going on at the back with the likes of NQR creamed in 9th place at the moment. Spiker Flock, I think he's actually just come out in 10th place, has he? With Major Raver hot on his heels, with Founded Abyss has actually got in 10th place, with Major Raver in, of course, 11th at the moment. Spiker Flock 12th, with Devil Lord chasing him down. Oh, he's actually got the move done. Pronag's trying to do exactly the same. But you can just see how close these cars equally get. Going down the rise then, with Tom trying to chase after Matt Allen for that elusive 11th points, 11th place rather. Spiker Flock and Pronag trying to chase each other as well. But it's going to be very close to see exactly what happens, because Pronag is all over the back of Spiker Flock's Audi S3 at the moment. That Honda Civic seems to be pushing on for thereabouts in 14th at the moment. He's going to be trying to catch up as best as he can. The Puma inspired livery for Pronag there. He seems to be pushing on quite a bit. Seems 8 out of 20 laps, so we're not far away from the halfway mark in a moment or two, but it's going to be very close to see exactly what happens. But looking already with the likes of Dor Woody and of course Devil's Bogeyman, we'll see where Neil Doran is at the moment. He seems to have changed his livery for the last race of the season. I must say it's a Monster Energy inspired Mercedes A-Class this time round. but he's got Angry Unicorn up 17th at the moment, Matt Ranger in 17th. Seems to be thereabouts, but NASCAR in 18th and with the likes of Four Wheels Good. He's got to be careful because race leaders are catching him up to put a lap on him thereabouts, but got to be very careful that he doesn't take out the likes of Crypto and of course the Bomber. Wayne Hayes, however, in 19th at the moment, 2 laps down unfortunately. But it's Prona got into 13th, yes he has, he's still on 13th. Or is he? Because he's got past Tom Norman 4-12th at the moment. Like a flop trying to get away. It seems that Tom's trying to defend from AD at the moment. It seems AD's trying to push on. Or dear life is trying to get Tom and trying to take Tom to the clean as Magic got down to what looks like 14th, 15th rather. At the moment it seems that like a flop as Simon comes out of pit lane. I think he's actually come out of pit lane thereabouts, so he's coming 13th at the moment, but seems to be very quick. We'll see exactly what's going to happen between these guys. He's going to be thereabouts. Let's see exactly how quick things go, but it's going to be thereabouts. We'll try and catch up to exactly how things go, but looking at Simon Coombs trying to chase these guys down. It seems at 9 out of 20, then it seems that Devil Lord and Prono still thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what is going on. Major Raver, however, still holding on quite close off for that 9th place at the moment. Spike wants to get that 9th place, but it seems to be very quick as Spike Flop actually gets past Major Raver with ease. You can just see how quick he's going to be thereabouts, but you know, he's Matt Owen going to try and push that old Spike inspired Mercedes back into 9th place, and we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But it's going to be thereabouts. We'll see how quick things go. But laps 10 out of 20 then, so we've got 10 more laps of this race around here at Bernie's Alps. It seems to be a very popular season ending decider around here at Bernie's Alps. You know, anything can happen. As I say, I've raced around here in my time of Thunder Enduro. There's been highs and lows around here. You know, it's not the easiest track to make mistakes. Well, it can be the one where crucial can get you. You know, going down the rise now, going to that sweeping left, you've got to be careful on that right hand side. That tyre barrier will be closer as before you think about it. You know, obviously the sweeping through now into the little village section here. It looks like Prono's going to try and excuse me, trying to push on, but you've got the likes of, I believe, Simon Coombs is in 17th. I think he's had a bit of an issue there, but you can just see the likes of Devil Lord now catching up to that with a Mercedes. Major Raver, it seems that, you know, Major Raver's gone a bit slightly backwards. Whether that's just how it is, but it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. But at this moment in time then, you know, it's going to be very quick to see what happens. But I think the way things go, Brunstig just comes out pit lane in front of this group. Or is he? No, he's just got out just with the likes. I think, where did that put him? Put him down. Or these guys are like down at the moment. Brunstig was 4th, but is that actually still? That's put him 15th now, and the top timing screen is just throwing another wobble at me. That's right, Simon Coombs 14th, DR Woody. Woody gets a bit, was he crossed up there, or was that Simon Coombs? I think that was Simon with Brunstig trying to catch up. But, you know, you can just about see the Demon Tweaks Audi S3. You can see a bit of damage on that car. Probably been in the walls with some of the battles this evening, but, you know, who knows exactly what's going to happen. But DR Woody seems to be on close proximity trying to catch these guys up. Major Raver still in 9th place at the moment, trying to hold on for dear life. We'll see exactly what's going to go on. Any major issues thereabouts, but you can just see Devil Lord trying to catch up along with Pronag. Pronag has obviously tried to push on, you know, he's thereabouts, but Major Raver with a left hand side or the right hand side light out there on the Mercedes, but Pronag and of course the likes of Tom Norman there trying to get away from Pronag, but go on board with the Mercedes driver going down the hill. This is where, oh, he's getting very close to Pronag. I thought he was going to take him, but you know, it's going to be very careful. Major Raver still there in that place at the moment. Spiking off in 8th though. Is he suffering with tyre wear, or is it just the way that Audi's been run at the moment round here? To be very careful to see exactly what's going to happen. Cerberus are going to try and push on. It seems, you know, we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Pronag's still there in 10th place at the moment with Tom Norman clipping the cones. Oh, there's been a bit of an argy-bargy move between the likes of Pronag and of course Devil Lord there. But it's that just the way it goes around here. Here at Burnley's Alps, just, you know, it's just excuse me, just the way it plays out. But on to lap 13 then it seems to be very close to see exactly what's happening. Magi's still there in 13th, you know. And Dor Woody at the moment trying to catch up to the likes of Pronag. Demon Tweak Audi S3, the 42 machine. I've got Pronag on that inside, you know, can swallow it, but may have to concede, but he's there in 12th place at the moment. We'll see exactly what's going on further up the road in a bit, but you know, for a fact how quick and how scary this course is. You know, I've raced around here. Not the easiest, but Dor Woody's trying to get up to Pronag, and Devil Lord holding Pronag up. Is that just the way things are going for the final round of the Torc touring cars this evening? And it's going to be very quick to see exactly what's going to happen, but you can just see Pronag trying to get that Mercedes-Benz dispatch, but the Honda driver is thereabouts. But you can just see on board with Pronag trying to literally, the Devil Lord is also trying to catch up to Major Raver, but you know, Major Raver accustomed to driving BMWs and touring cars, but we'll see exactly what he can do. I believe from what I've heard though, he starts on pole position 4. That's right, Major Raver starts on pole position for the final Thunder Enduro race. After this, it seems tooth and nail between Dor Woody and Pronag going into turn number 1. Oh, Devil Lord gets a bit crossbow. But is that going to allow Dor Woody and of course Pronag to catch back up? It's going to be, oh, there's a bit of contact between. That was a bit risky between Devil Lord and of course Pronag. That's allowed Dor Woody to literally get into that place. That was a bit personal there. We just saw exactly what was going to happen. But I tell you what, there will be probably discussions in the steward's room after that. But I believe Major Raver, you know, he's going to try and push on. But see who's out in the lead of the race at the moment, and it looks like Brother Stig going into pit lane, coming out of pit lane. I do apologise. He's thereabouts, the Mercedes driver. Has he made that work to his advantage? It looks like it at the moment. On to lap 15 out of 20 then, so 5 laps left in the final race of the season. It seems thereabouts, but you know, it looks like to me that Fipso and of course the Bomber, they're going to battle for 3rd and 4th, second and 3rd rather. On the screen yet again throws a wobbler, but the Bomber versus Crypto, I believe they're actually catching up to Bradford Stig at the moment. No, they're not. I do apologise. They're actually catching up to NASCAR to put a lap on NASCAR, so I do apologise. But it looks like NQR Creed is there in. He's there in 4th at the moment, and try and catch up to Crypto. He's going to try and get Crypto, is he? You just see the 45 Honda Civic trying to push on. You can just see how quick he's gone. And I think that's why he's been champion of the Torc touring cars this season. But Looking, he's going to try and make a move onto Crypto, going down the front straight then. Seems the Honda's coming on strong now, trying to catch up to the likes of Crypto and of course the Bomber. It seems that, you know, it'll be very close and personal. We'll see exactly what's going to happen between NQR, Creamed and Crypto and the Bomber. It seems these three could be having an interesting fight for the podium. Got to be careful because NASCAR may spoil a bit of the gap on board with the Honda driver going down the line front, trying to catch up to the likes of Crypto and the Bomber. Seems that Crypto will try and back up to the Bomber, but you can just see the two Audis. Are they struggling, or is it just the way, you know, laps being out of 20 then? So they haven't got long to go, but NQR Creamed, he seems to be on a mission. Just literally trying to get past Crypto at the moment. Crypto's just thereabouts, but this is exactly how racing should be around here at Burnley's Alps this evening. It seems to be one of the climaxes of the season. I'll tell you this, I remember when I raced from the, it used to be a very nerve-wracking experience, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what's going to happen, but is NQR Creamed going to get onto the podium for the final time this season? He's going to try and think about it onto lap 17 then, so around 4 laps left of this race. He's going to be 3 laps rather, but you know, it's going to be very close. We'll see exactly who's going to be thereabouts, but I believe Founded Abyss has actually sport the STR Brothers Symmetry in place at the moment. He's trying to push on. Will be thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close. STR Mario 7th then. Spiker Floff at the moment in 8th place. DR Woody 9th then. With the likes of Major Raver 10th, I think. Matt's just trying to catch up. Oh, he's actually trying to catch up to Door Woody now. You can just see the Mercedes versus the Audis. You can just hear that Mercedes on the rev limiter. Looks like DR Woody is going to be trying to push on. I think it's the second of the Demon Sweeps machines. Spiker Floff is trying to push on. Yes, it is. It seems, I tell you this, it is going to be very close to see exactly what goes on. You know, Major Rover, well-seasoned pro in Under Enduro history. You know, it's been thereabouts. It has been for quite some time, but Matt Allen will not give up. He's actually, believe it or not, he's actually doing very well at the moment, trying to push back up to where he wants to be, but anything can happen with the likes of Spiker Floff and Door Woody. As we go down the front straight then, it's going to be very close to see exactly what happens. You know, is Woody and Spiker Floff going to have a bit of an issue? If them two actually have a battle, Matt Allen will catch them back up, but it's looking likely. The Audis may be thereabouts, but Donuts versus the Demon Sweeps. Audi, both similar machinery. This is going to be very close between Door Woody and Spiker Floff going down the road. For the 18th time then, it seems to be very close. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Spiker Floff gets that move done, but you can tell, oh, there's a bit of contact between the pair of them. What is that? Just how it, yeah, it's just the nature of the circuit, but they've got to be very careful because tyre walls do come, they come fast around here, and you know, it's one of them. It seems as things go at the moment, you know, Spiker Floff is going to be holding on for dear life at the moment, but what has happened for the race lead? Has anything happened? Well, we know NQR Creamed now has got past Crypto Fishbowl, but he's on course to try and get past the lights and UNR, the Bomber. But the Bomber may not give up that second place. To see NQR Creamed, he's pushing to get past the Bomber for dear life. You can just about see how close it gets between the Honda and the Audi. The Audi seems to be thereabouts, but is this going to happen? But it's going to be very close and personal. between the Torc Touring Car Champion versus Bomber here. It's going to be very close to see exactly what happens, but you know, is it NQR Cream's going to hold on for dear life? He could be, but the Bomber is not going to let him pass with ease, but that's allowing Brothers Stig to actually get away in the race lead. In the Mercedes it seems to be thereabouts, but the Bomber under threat from NQR Creams at the moment. NQR Cream seems to be pushing for quite some time. It's going to be thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But NQR Cream has got that move, but he's got to be careful because URN the Bomber. Oh, Cream gets a bit sideways. Going down the hill now then. This could be the last move for Cream to get into that second place. Then he's got the Audi Sport DHL car in front of him. It seems to be very close to see the 90 excuse me, the 99 numbered Audi S3 and be thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what happens with the likes of Brothers Stig. But you know, fair play to Brothers. You know, he's on course for a win in touring cars. I don't think he's actually raced much in touring cars this season. I think he's actually been focusing trying to get from the Enduro, and you know, it seems to be very close to see exactly, but he takes a well-deserved victory. But what is happening for second place at the moment? It looks like Cream is going to try and take the Bomber, but the Bomber will take second place. Then QR Creamed in third then. With Crypto in fourth. SCR Luigi in fifth then. We've Founded a Bias in, of course, sixth place, and Mark O'Neill sixth. SCR Mario gets seventh. With Spike O'Clough. And of course, Door Woody 8th and 9th respectively. Major Rover 10th at the moment, so Major Rover gets 10th place in that race. Madge in 11th. We'll see exactly what happens, but Bronog in 12th then, with BTC Chat in 13th. I believe they finished. I'm not too sure though, because it seems to be thereabouts. Yes, they have. Devil Lord in 14th, Matt Granger in 15th, and Brenda Stig 16th. So what happened to Brenda Stig in the Tower inspired Mercedes? And then obviously NASCAR is thereabouts in 17th at the moment, coming through. And then obviously you've got Neil Doran in the Monster Energy inspired Mercedes in 18th at the moment, with Wayne, and Wayne's in around 19th at the moment. So it seems like Bobkins and of course Rob Racer UK seem to have retired. They've had issues, which is a bit unfortunate for them, because you know, they could have easily pushed on for quite a bit. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen for 60 lap from the Enduro race, I believe. Just waiting for Wayne and of course Neil to finish. But I'll tell you what, it's been a fantastic 2 races then of the top 2 cars so far. So who knows exactly what's going to happen. But we'll see exactly how things go for the 60 lap from the Enduro race. That is going to be coming up very shortly, but you know, anything can happen in these races. But, you know, who knows exactly what's going to happen. So it's going to be thereabouts. So who knows? Oh, my voice. So there we go. The Brother Stig takes the race and looks like he takes the fastest, well, almost takes the fastest lap with it looks like NQR Creamed actually took second place on the last lap with also the fastest lap. Then UNR the Bomber, followed by Crypto Fishbowl, followed by SDR Luigi, followed by Founded Bias, followed by SDR Mario, Door Woody, followed by Spiker Fluff, Major Rover, Madge, Pronog, BTC Chat, Overlord, followed by Angry Unicorn, followed by Brent Stig, NASCAR, Devil's Bogeyman, and 4 Wheels Good round up the field. Bobkins ended up retiring with probably accident damage, and Rob Racer looked like he didn't actually make the start. It looked like he had an issue. We'll see exactly what's going to happen for Enduro. I do apologise, my voice is just a bit croaky at the moment. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see exactly what's going to... Excuse me. So the 60 lap Enduro race is going to be coming up, so we're going to have a look at exactly what the cars are for literally for Thunder Enduro, because obviously some of the cars are new and some of them are sort of thereabouts. Excuse me. But looking at the grid then, so STR Mario in the 2005 BMW M3. Funny enough, I actually remember the 2005 M3. I actually raced it in one of my seasons of Thunder Enduro. I remember getting third place around Long Beach in the M class around that car. I believe STR Luigi will be in the same car. Then you've got Major Raver, aka Matt Allen, in the famous Renault Alpine GTA Le Mans famous car. I think he's used this previously. It seems to be a very interesting car indeed. I've actually raced it in a Torc championship race itself, and it seemed to be a very quick car indeed, but obviously it's going to be thereabouts. It does start on pole position, so we'll see exactly what's going to happen. I believe Madge is in that Skylander GTR, what I'm seeing there, but seems to be a very different variation of a GTR. Then you've got the I think, looking exactly what's going on at the moment. But Pronog is in the BMW M3 2008 version. We got Angry Unicorn in the Plymouth Prowler, so Macro Engine in the Plymouth Prowler. It seems to be thereabouts, but it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens. Then I believe Tom Norman is in the BMW M6 in 1986. BMW M6. It seems to be very close proximity car choice. I've never actually raced it myself, but I believe Cerberus are going to be entering that. I believe that is exactly, Brunstig is actually in the Mercedes A-Class. It is the Angry Birds car. I thought it wasn't, but it is actually in the Torc touring car was a different livery, so I do apologise for that. Then you've got Wayne in the Lotus Elise, the 05 machine. Seems to be a very quick car, is the Lotus Elise by the looks of it. And then you've got Neil Doran in the Fiat Spider, which is 2017, the 124, a Bath machine. It seems to be a very quick car. I believe Major Raver did use it for one season. If I remember rightly, I believe they had Kidders in that car as well. Then you've got Rob Racer in the Ferrari, the F355 Bertolina, I believe that's how you pronounce it. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Then you got Atom Stu, or Stu Bartley in the Honda NSX, the 2005 machine. Seems to be a very quick car. I believe Northern Monkey Racing have used that, so we'll see how well he can get on. I believe he's actually in contention for certain bits and pieces, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Then you got Roger Stig in the second BMW, so they're all on 720 Pi this evening because it is the final round of Thunder Enduro. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Then you've got Art Celtic, or Celtic Fox as we used to be known as, Gavin McKeever in the 92 Ferrari 512 TR. And you've got Spike and Floth in the Samco Race Mo, or whatever it is. It's a very interesting car. It has been used once. Then you've got Wayne Newman, or Newey, in the Honda, the second Honda NSX. But we'll see exactly what happens. Then you've got Simon Coombs in the other Lotus Elise. I believe Bobkins, I don't think he's going to be racing that Audi S3. I think he's trying to find out exactly what car he's going to be in. Excuse me. And I believe Car Crazy Cal is going to be here. I think Car Crazy Cal but Foster Alex in the Jaguar D-Type, which is a very interesting machine. We'll see how close that goes as well. Excuse me. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Bobkins is in the other Tamco race mode. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly what cars are going to be used. Obviously we will not be using the Audi RS6, it is just there so I can spectate. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen for the last round of the season. But who knows exactly what's going to happen? I believe it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what's going to happen. Making sure, waiting for a few more to come in to the lobby. I believe we were expecting 22 cars this evening. And our crazy Cal, who's actually, of course, into a title fight himself with the 1960 Chevrolet Corvette, and obviously got no empathy also in the other Corvette. And then the other D-type Jaguar is, of course, Crazy Ninja. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what's going to happen. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I believe at the moment it's going to be very close to seeing exactly what's going to happen. But who knows? But yeah, it should be very interesting indeed. Looking likely we could be on course for a very good night of racing. 60 laps around here as well, so that's going to be a bit untoward. With obviously one quick stop, you know, it is going to be one compulsory pit stop. 60 laps around here. Oh, it's going to be very, very touch and go. You know, obviously, you know, they're all at 720 PI. And I know how, obviously, with Thunder Enduro, you know, with the last race of the season, first and last race of the season, they go on their maximum PI. And throughout the season, if you're not familiar, they obviously, whoever finishes where changes PI. If you finish in the bottom half, you gain PI. So whoever wins the race loses PI. Whoever obviously is thereabouts. But at the moment, it looks like Major Raver will start that Renault GTA on pole position. We'll see if he gets a good start, and we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But it looks like, you know, and then obviously the grid is determined on fastest laps. Obviously clean laps take over dirty laps, so you know that's how the grid is set. So we are getting ready for a very close proximity 60 laps of racing this evening for the last round of the Thunder Enduro Championship. We'll get rid of exactly the map. We don't really need to see exactly what happens, but Major Raver gets automatically a massive jump with the likes of FDR Mario and of course Psycho Flop at the moment. And so the Renault GTA escapes from the carnage at the moment. What's going to be close to be following, but it's like Simon Coombs, who has run wide. It looks like Robin McKeever's run wide in that Ferrari car. Crazy Cow tries to join their butts, but Rob Racing UK, that Ferrari. See exactly what's going on. STR Luigi. Oh, Rob's going to get pushed out wide into that barrier. This is exactly what I mean by that barrier coming up freaking fast. It seems that, you know, looking at Wayne is already up into 8th place, then with Bobkins 9th in the he's gone a bit sideways, had a bit of clip from Madge, but that's also held up. I believe that was Henry in the second of the Jaguars. Yes, it was. He's cut down to 17th at the moment, but looking at exactly what's going to go on. But it looks like at the moment the likes of Angry Unicorn and of course Celtic at the moment and battling with that Plymouth Growler. There's a lot of cars who's having a bit of thinking moments as we get into lap number 2 out of 60 then, so we're not only just kick-started the race, but we'll see what's going on further up. It looks like Major Rover has dropped down to 6th place, and has he had an issue? Yes, he has. It looks like he's had an issue with that I don't know, GTA. Oh, he's almost clipped the wall. That was a bit unfortunate for the pole position man. It seems to be pushing on quite a bit, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But Spiker Flock then trying to catch up to the likes of STR Luigi with that BMW to both Motorsport sponsored BMW M3s, the 2003 models. Major Rover losing places hand over fist at the moment, it looks like. At the moment, the Spiker Flock getting that Tamco alongside, but Major Rover trying to fight back into that battle. He seems to be obviously a race winner from the Enduro as well. That's allowed Spiker Flock trying to catch up with Fast Alex. However, the Scotsman trying to catch up to this group. He's got Spiker Flock, he's got no empathy as well. Alongside with Rob Racer UK, it seems the Jaguar, the numberless car looks like it, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But we're on to lap 3 out of 60 already. This could be a very interesting fight. I'm not too sure how the points are going to work out at the moment, but we'll soon find out a lot of things as we go on throughout the night. But it looks like Rob Racer and of course Rogers Stig at the moment trying to have that battle, but Henry's got back up into the top 10 by the looks of it. I think Henry's got a chance of winning, but I believe if he doesn't finish, then I believe Car Crazy Cal will actually get that championship win. But it looks like Brothers is trying to catch up to the likes of Oscar Alex, I believe. Yes, he is. He's got Rob Race UK behind him. The Ferrari versus the Jaguars at the moment. It seems Rob goes a bit wide, hits the barrier, but imagine the Skyline seems to be pushing on. The two Northern Rookie NSXs are catching up as well. So Newey versus Atom Stew, but Atom Stew gets into 13th place with Newey, got down to 14th. Devil Lord at the moment in that slight gap. There's a bit of a battle between Stew, Newey and of course Madge at the moment. It seems that hopefully Stu will push on. You know what Stu's like. Stu's a very established racer, and yes, we've raced against Stu in the past. We've raced against pretty much all of the field in the past in various shape or form, but onto that form we go. Then it looks like Newey's trying to catch up to his teammate, two Honda NSXs, trying to sandwich the likes of Madge, but Madge drops down to 15th. With Atom Stew in 14th, then Stew's on course for a bit of a nice battle between the Newey's there, but it looks like it says that Atom Stew is 20th, but I don't think that is the case. As the it looks like Stew's got a bit of an issue because says he's thereabouts, but it looked like, from what I've seen though, a bit difficult to find out because it does look like Stu's actually dropped down to 20th place. Has he got an issue that we don't know about? Because he seems to be thereabouts, but it's like and Rob Racer, that's a door moves thereabouts, but could be the timing Stu's just throwing a wobbler at me yet again. But I tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts. But Atom Stew seems to say he's like 20th at the moment, so that's a bit of a weird one at the moment for Stu Bartley in that other Northern Multi Racing Honda NSX at the moment. It's now said he's 14th, so maybe it just threw a wobbler and he just tried to battle his way, but it's like Rob Racer, Newey and of course Spiker Flock trying to battle for 13th place, well 11th place at the moment, with Stu trying to catch up and Tom Norman trying to catch the battle. This battle could be very close to lap 5 out of 60. this is what I mean. This is where the battles could be battles galore. Rob's trying to hold on for dear life. Oh, he's gone. Oh. He's going to clip that barrier. That has cost him time. No, so that's allowed Newey up into 11th place with Stu in 12th, followed by Spiker Slot, followed by Devil Lord in 14th at the moment. By the looks of it, we'll see what's going on further up the road, shall we? With the likes of Bradford Stig in 9th, though it seems to be thereabouts, but he's got to be careful because he's got the likes of Crazy Ninja and of course Master Alex. Thereabouts, Major Raver in 7th, then after starting on pole position, it seems the Renault GTA is going to be thereabouts, but excuse me. It looks like for the time being that Major Raver is trying to get past Wayne for that 6th place at the moment. He's got to be careful because he's got the likes of Faster Alex. Wayne gets a bit sideways in that Lotus. The Lotus is, I believe they're missing Nick Langdon at the moment. I think Nick's actually got some work equipment, so a big shame really, because it would have been nice to see what Nick could have done, but it looks like there's a bit of a nice battle brewing between, of course, SDR Luigio and his brother, so Carclays and Cal. That's right, Callum White at the moment trying to push on in the race lead, but I'll tell you what, SDR Luigi, oh, the two brothers actually touch each other. That is going to be, that's allowed Simon Coombs into second then. But SDR Mario and Luigi, got to be careful, because the stewards will look at that. I'll tell you what, the two brothers touch each other. It's not very good, is it? But, you know, you can just see, got no empathy, trying to escape, and you know, this is still a long way to go in this race, 1 lap 7 already. It could be thereabouts, we'll see exactly what goes on, but still a long way to go. We've got no empathy. Major Raver, of course, is of course 4 wheels good, and of course, I believe, looking exactly, Brother Stig is thereabouts as well. Master Alex is also joining this battle with Henry, of course, with Wayne as well. The two Jaguars, oh my goodness, this could be very close. Looking back from Brother Stig, trying to catch up to Major Raver as well. Major Raver is there. Looks like the SDR Luigio and, of course, got no empathy. It's going to be very close between these guys at the moment with the likes of SDR Mario and SDR Luigio, the two brothers. They've got to be careful, they're in similar machinery, but this is thereabouts. I'll tell you what, Major Raven must be thinking, you guys scrap, I will try and battle my way back to where I want to be. And this is going to be very weird. Major Raven needs to keep out of trouble. He's not had much luck previously in Enduro, we know that for a fact, but seems like SDR Luigio and SDR Mario, they're almost come together again. It shows that how quick we're on to lap 8 for them. I tell you what, the battle's raging, it's been very interesting so far. Major Raver tries to split the Luigio, well, Mario and Luigio, and he said the Luigio brothers, but that's not Brother Stig to actually get past him. But is that a tactic that Matt wants to play? Because then he's not going to get held up between the SDR brothers, the SDR Mario and Luigio. You know, if they have this battle, they could potentially try not to ruin their own races, but you know, see Brother Stig. Brad's got that move done on SDR Mario, as yes he has, because that's allowed the likes of SDR Mario's dropped back, so Major Raver's just got past him. Seems to be thereabouts, excuse me for burping on people's ear, but I'll tell you what, SDR Mario is in the sandwich between the D-type Jaguars at the moment. Seems to be very close to see what is going to happen. We'll see how fast things go for the time being, but I'll tell you what, SDR Mario is thereabouts, he's still holding on for dear life. 4 wheels good though. pushing on to try and get up into the top 9 at the moment, so STR Mario seems to be going backwards at the moment. Is the BMW struggling with that PI? It looks like Stu's there in the 11th under threat from his teammate Newey at the moment, but they will work together, but STR Mario seems to be going backwards in this race. Not having a good time at the moment, it seems. He's got to be careful because, you know, maybe stuff's happened in the past, I'm not too sure, but 4 Wheels Good gets into ninth place then. But is this allowing the likes of... Oh, it's been a bit of an issue up ahead. It's like Major Rover. You can just see him in the Renault GTA. Still there in 6th place with Alex behind him. Going to be very close. Brother Stig up into 4th then. With the likes of Got No Empathy in 3rd, it could be very careful. But Got No Empathy at the moment seems to be catching up to Simon in 2nd. Simon Coombs, a very established admin of famous British touring car chat group on Facebook, in 2nd place at the moment then. So British touring car chat seems to be, well, the British touring car chat sponsored, and the very interesting Tesco Mobile 3 Amigos Motorsport Lotus at the moment holding on from Got No Empathy Chevy Corvette. However, the first Chevrolet Corvette, the one of Carl's favourite Cal is leading the race then, so Cal's going to be happy with that at the moment. Within contention to win the championship, it seems to be thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But you can just see from Brother Stig's BMW that 4 wheels, not 4 wheels, I do apologise. Got No Empathy, trying to put Simon under threat, but Simon's not going to give up. See exactly what's happening. STR Luigio's still there in 5th place at the moment, so the BMWs, the older style and the newer style, seem to be pushing on. We'll see what's happening further back. Looks like STR Mario is going to catch up to Stu, and of course Newey's trying to defend from Stu at the moment. Both Northern Monkey Racing, both have been retained for next season. And it seems to be thereabouts, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. But on to lap 11, out of 60 then, so we're not even halfway. But it looks like STR Mario is trying to catch up. Looks like Founded Abyss has got an issue. Or is it? No, it's Wayne, I do apologise. It looked like Wayne's trying to get away from the two Honda N60s, the Northern Monkey Racing N60s. Could be thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what's happening looking back from the Lotus Elite. At the moment seems to be a very nimble car. But going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what is happening at the moment then, but it looks like Newey's going to try and catch up to Wayne at the moment, but going to be very careful. The battle of Wayne, should I say, with Wayne Newman actually in front of now Wayne Hayes for that place at the moment with Atom Stu. Right, Stu Bartley, Doncaster's own, one and only Stu Bartley in 11th place. Then he's going to be pushing on for quite some time. He's going to be trying to get where before that. Oh, it looks like Celtic's had a bit of an issue in that Ferrari, so Atom Stu, who's got in front, so he's done it absolute move. STR Mario backwards with the likes of Devil Lord trying to catch up to, of course, STR Mario. STR Mario seems to be, oh, there's a bit of contact. STR Mario seems to be drifting at the moment, which to me looks a bit like he's having issues, or he's just trying to, he just thinks it's a drifting contest. It's not really exactly how it looks. It's not really good driving standard, trying to catch up, but Striker for 13th as he got into pit lane. Northern Monkey Racing, I believe Northern Monkey Racing run these, and of course the from the NSXs at the moment with Madge in 14th, then with Rob Racer UK 15th at the moment with Madge. He's trying to catch up to Madge, so we didn't realise that was happening. It's the Ferrari versus the Nissan, and the Nissan Skyline seems to be thereabouts. We'll see how quick he can push on, or that whether we can get that 14th place from Madge's Nissan Skyline GTR. It'll be very quick to see exactly what happens, but Rob Racing UK at the moment seems to be perfectly on course to try and get past Madge for that 16th spot rather. Seems to have dropped down a bit. Bodkins in 17th, and so the other Northern Monkey Racing Franco at the moment, it seems to be a very weird, it's not a weird car because it has raced before. Brunstig in 18th, and seems to be pushed on Neil Doran. However, he's awesomely painted Fiat Spider. The Fiat Spider seems to be thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts. But Brornag in around 20th place then, with Celtic in 21st. Well, just lost Angry Unicorn. I think Angry Unicorn's had a bit of a major issue, but speaking of major issue, Major Rover down in 9th place at the moment. He's got to be careful. You know, he started on pole position, but it seems to have a bit of an issue as Atom Stew tries to catch up to series host and admin Major Rover as Celtic is off to the side of the road there. At Ferrari 512 at the moment. What has happened to Celtic? Has he had an issue? It looks like he's had a bit of a problem, and as I said, this track isn't the one to make mistakes. But Atom Stew trying to chase after Major Rover, you can just see exactly what is happening. But you know how Stu likes to race. We go on board with Stu trying to catch up to Major Rover, because you know this is exactly how things go around here. Burning's out, I'll tell you this. When I've raced around here, it has been unstoppable. Stu is on course to try and catch up to Alan for that 9th place at the moment. Still on board with Stu. You know, Stu's going to try and catch him, but you know, is this going to be at 14 out of 60? So not even halfway through the race yet. And this is exactly what happens in Enduro. You know, longer races, it seems to be thereabouts, but you know, you can just see Stu's going to try and make a move on Major Rover, but you know, Stu and Matt Allen are very clean racers. It's going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly what happens as we go through the latter half of the lap, but also in the meantime, Stu's teammate Yui is trying to catch up to the likes of Crazy Ninja at the moment. Seems to be Henry's going to try and get away from Yui at the moment. Yui's trying to chase him down. The little nimble Jaguar D-Type versus the NSX at the moment. You can just see what STR Luigi, or however, he's got to be careful because I think he's catching faster Alex. Yes, he is. The two Jaguar D-Types. Seems to be that STR Luigi and STR Mario. Yes, they're in BMWs, but they seem to be struggling at the moment, whether coming into the early stage, but they're at 15, they're already out 60. It doesn't seem like this race has begun, but I'll tell you what, STR Luigi is trying to catch back up to faster Alex. You know, fair play to Alex, he's not giving up. Trying to get away, but the D-Types are under threat at the moment from the faster cars. Just remember, all cars are at the same PI this evening, so you know, there's no advantage. It's just the way we've now tuned them up for around here. As we say, Burnley's Alps is always a very close proximity. He's on the side around here, but it seems to be very close with the action. But that is now allowing the likes of Crazy Cal and of course Got No Empathy first and second at the moment, with Brother Stig actually trying to catch up to Got No Empathy for second place at the moment, and seems to be thereabouts, but to tell you what, it is going to be close. Simon Gooms, however, still in fourth place, probably having a bit of a leisurely drive, but who is that? Was that of course Celtic off at the side again? It seems that STR Luigio is going to be catching up to, of course, Faster Alex, but in the meantime, Crazy Ninja is also under threat from Yui. Yui's got to be careful, he doesn't want to get involved in a massive mistake. You can just see the NSX driver go on to this cam 4. Yui trying to catch up to the likes of Crazy Ninja. This is where it's going to be thereabouts, but looking how quick things go, you know. Crazy Ninja is thereabouts. Alex has a bit of a smoke screen. No one's pitted just as of yet. We'll see exactly what's going to happen. Screen goes blank for a moment or two. It's going to be very quick to see exactly what's going to happen if Yui tries to take after Crazy Ninja at the moment. But it's going to be thereabouts. Crazy Ninja and Yui are going to get close. It looks very close, doesn't it? Because the Jaguars seem to be struggling at the moment. It looks like they're racing the socks off each other. It's going to be thereabouts, but looks like Alex is under threat from, of course, STR Luigio. STR Luigio is going to put the second Jaguar detour as Newey tries to get through on Henry. As you can just see, Faster Alex trying to defend from STR Luigio at the moment. It's going to be thereabouts all the time being. I think Alex Newey's got past Henry for that 7th place then. We knew that was going to happen. Major Rover still, however, in 9th, but he's under threat from Stu. Stu's trying to push into that 9th place. He's going to do it. He has, but he's got past Major Rover, but Major Rover seems to be pushing on quite a bit, but you can just see exactly how quick these guys are going. But I don't think it will be long before STR Luigio he's dropped back a bit now, because Faster Alex says that he's 14th. He's not, though. He's actually 5th on the road with the likes of STR Luigio 6th, Newey in 7th. But Newey's actually got past STR Luigio for 6th place, then it seems to be very quick. Like the BMWs, the M3s, the 2005 model is struggling quite a bit, but let's see how quick they go around here. It's getting very close and personal, but looking at exactly what's going on, you know, it looks like Yui, STR Luigio and Crazy Ninja. Moves up into 5th, then STR Luigio seems to be dropping back a bit, with Henry Church trying to catch up to the likes of Newey and of course STR Luigio. STR Luigio gets back in front in 6th place then. Newey is not giving up a fight. You can just see how quick, how quick the cars are, even though they're all on the same PI this evening. On to lap 19 already then. Seems to be thereabouts, but I tell you this, it's going to get very close. But I tell you what, with round 20, or round with what's going on, but I don't know exactly what's going to happen with the championship, but you know, you can just see Atom Stu, Newey's teammate, in there in a nice battle. He's trying to catch up to these guys. You can see how quick Stu is pushing. The man from Doncaster, I'll tell you what, Stu is a well-established racer, and I'll tell you what, it's been a privilege to actually meet some of these guys as well, you know, in real life. And he gets a bit crossed up. Oh, I think that was close between himself and STR Luigi, but Luigi has got to be careful. I don't know whether he's got that BMW to thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, Newey will be the first one to pit then as he picks up some damage. But I'll tell you what, with a round looking exactly what is going on then, but we'll see exactly what, around 40 laps left of this race. Still a long way to go. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be thereabouts, but that's allowed Got No Empathy and of course Car Crazy Cal to actually escape at the moment to the Corvettes. But there's a bit of traffic ahead of Cal at the moment that could play into the hands, but between Pronag and of course Brunstig, they will be battling. Well, looks like Pronag is suffering with gear issues in that BMW, is he? Well, looks like at the moment that's Got No Empathy and of course Brunstig and of course Simon's now catching back up to these guys. Yeah, stellar job, Brunstig going third place at the moment. Got No Empathy, well, yeah, Brothers in third. But this is going to be where things could be. Brothers jumps into pit lane then, so that's going to be very interesting with around 39 laps left in this race. This is where it could be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. You know, as I say, raced in Thunder Enduro before myself, but to be thereabouts. It seems, let's see if that battle between the likes of Pronag and Brunstig is still ongoing. Yes it is, but looks like Pronag's BMW has got a bit of an issue. You can just see how much debris on the circuit. This is exactly the nature of Bernese Alps around here. You know, it's not been the easiest circuits at all, and it's, you know, as I said at the start, I've raced around here, been on course to win, like the Thunder Enduro Championship, and I'll tell you what, it took some time to get into, you know, well, the Thunder Enduro M-Class Championship, should I say, not the Thunder Enduro Championship itself. But, you know, if it wasn't for a car going off ahead of me when they were getting a lap car, then I could have easily probably got on the podium overall and get the M-Class Championship that season. Pronag, oh, he runs a bit wide again. That BMW now is trying to chase after Bobkins. Bobkins is thereabouts, but Rob Romsey will not give up Tamco. Seems to be a bit of a, it's not a weird guy because it's raced in Thunder Enduro before, but the Northern Monkey Racing STR Mario, let's see what he's doing at the moment as he's thereabouts for 13th at the moment. But I tell you what, Atom Stewart looking to 6th then. Where is STR Luigi is there in 10th place at the moment. He's got Newey in his sights. Newey's going to try and defend like mad the on this NSX driver versus the BMW. These two straight onto the money. STR Luigi going to try and catch him up. Is he coming down the rise then? Lap 22, so around 38 laps remaining in this race. It seems to be a long race after some of the guys have raced in turn, so the hands will be sweating and they will be probably pushing on quite a bit, but you can just see Rob Reeson lurking in the background alongside. He's got a battle with Magic at the moment, so them two are still battling with this battle ahead of them two, so the Ferrari and Nissan GTR. Well, it looks like Celtic has had a bit of an issue with that 512 Ferrari, so it seems that him and of course Angry Unicorn are the first time finishers of the evening, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it's going to be thereabouts between a lot of cars at the moment, but of course it's still a long way to go in this race, you know. Things will happen in a flash if we are not careful. Well, I believe Atom Stew has went into pit lane and now has got out of pit lane. So Stew's going to have to try and push back up to where he wants to be. 7th place at the moment, fair play to Stew, he's not given up so far. We've got that battle, but STR, Luigi and of course Newey. Is that battle still ongoing? Because this is how close, but STR, it looks like Newey's got quite a bit of damage on that NSX now. But STR Luigi is going to try and catch him. I think the way STR Luigi is going, you can just see how much the damage is on the side of that BMW. It seems to be a bit of a close proximity at the moment, but we'll go through the field in a moment or two. But you know, try to catch on some leaders' battles. So it looks like Wayne and of course Glenn Stig at the back of the field at the moment, but is that how things are going at the moment? It seems to be very interesting. Who had gone into pit lane, it's very hard to tell, but looks like at the moment then Hal's still leading the race, then Simon's still in 4th at the moment, looking how well he's doing. He's trying to push away from the likes of Faster Alex and of course his teammate Crazy Ninja. So it looks like the two Jaguar D-types are going to try and push on for quite a bit. You know, you can just see how quick things go. You know, it seems how much things go between now and then, but you know, New's catching up, so is STR Luigi, but it seems to be that at the moment things are going to plan. Stew's in 9th then with Rob in around 10th place then, with Major Rover 11th. I think that was Madge making a pit stop, I believe. Yes, it's dropped him down to 14th. We'll see exactly what Madge can do. I think he's thereabouts, but he's still a bit of a way from these guys at the moment, so it's going to be a very long night. You know, we're still on lap 25 then, so we're around 5 away from the halfway mark of the race, but it seems to be that, you know, he's in 9th at the moment, trying to push on. Trying to catch up to the likes of STR Luigi. Excuse me. But he's trying to also catch up to Newey, so Newey's going to be about... Is this going to be very close to see exactly how close things get? Newey in 6th at the moment. He runs a bit wide, but then that allows STR Luigi, I think. Yes, it is. If I go back up, we can just see Newey in that NSX. The NSXs seem to be strong at the moment around here, but not as strong as the Corvettes, the 1960 Chevrolet Corvettes. 1-2 in the race at the moment, I believe. There's still 1-2. No, they're not, because Brother Stig has got past. Got no empathy for 2nd place at the moment, but it seems to be thereabouts. But we'll see how quick things go between the likes of STR Luigi and Newey in a moment or two. But it looks like Brother Stig up into 2nd place then. It seems that, you know, at 26 out of 60, no empathy is still trying to catch up to Brother Stig. And just see exactly how things go with the likes of the two Jaguars D-type still 5th and 6th respectively, with Newey 7th at the moment. With, of course, you can see he's about to catch up to Crazy Ninja. I think Henry's suffering at the moment though. Is that just a sign for things to turn round? be careful because Wayne's going to be a lot down if he's not careful. Now he's trying to push on, but you can just see in the meantime that gets out of the way of Henry, but is he going to get a way out of Newey? It's going to be thereabouts, but you know, Newey could easily catch up to Crazy Ninja if things go to plan. Thereabouts, but it'll be very close to see exactly how things back on, because you know, seems to be very close to the proximity. It looks like the Honda driver will catch up to Jaguars at the moment. Rob Race is still there in that place. Then we'll see. Stu's trying to catch up to this group now. He's thereabouts. He's not far off now. He's not far off. Catching up to the likes of STR, Luigi, and of course his teammate, but see what Stu can do. Is Stu going to try and push on to get back into that almighty 8th place? That's you know, fair play to the Honda driver at the moment. Seems to be thereabouts, but you can just see his teammate. It's just a car, two cars ahead, but I knew he's trying to catch up to Crazy Ninja. You can just about see how quick, you know, the NSX, even though they're all on equal PI this evening, it's thereabouts, but around thereabouts, but looking exactly with the lap times, you know, it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but on to lap 29 we go. There, I think it's lap, no, it's lap 28, I do apologise. So we've got around 42 laps left in this race. It is a very close battle though, but no, Stu going to be catching up to STR Luigi. It's hard to tell, but you know, it's thereabouts, but he is catching with great speed. But you know how Stu likes to race, he likes the car to be how he wants it. I'll tell you what, STR Luigi has got to be careful, because that Honda is gaining on skates at the moment. You can just see STR Luigi getting a bit of a slide on yet again. Is that BMW suffering? Or is it just the way they've set it up? The STR Mario and Luigi, is that how they've set it up for this evening? But I tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts, but you can just see Stu's trying to catch on to the back of STR Luigi on to lap 29 then, so around we go then. You know, it's going to be very close to see exactly what happens. But I say this, it's going to be very close to see exactly what happens with that race between now and then. But it looks to me with around 31 laps left then. And this county will do apologise before. But we could be on course between Atom Stu and of course STR Luigi. Stu's going to try and get that move done, is he? Excuse me. Has STR Luigi been trying to be quicker? He's faster than his brother at the moment. His brother went backwards. And it seems to be thereabouts, but what is happening? Stu going to try and get past that BMW M3? Yes, he will. I know he will, but on to lap 30, then with 30 laps left of the final round of the championship. It is going to be a nail-biting finish. But who knows exactly what's going to happen, but you can just see Stu's going to try and push on for dear life to get past that BMW. It seems STR Luigi still putting at him Stu. Try and say, come on mate, you want to try and make a move. we'll see exactly what's going to happen, but you know, how quick is Newey catching up to Henry? That is the question. It looks like there's a bit of a gap, but yes, Got No Empathy has got back into second from Roger Stigton, and Cal is still leading the race. I'm not too sure what it's going to do for the championship at the moment, but STR Luigi, let's see what he's doing. He's had some shoes right on his gearbox now. And just see that Honda NSX just trying to make a move. Is he going to do it this time round? STR Luigi gives him a bit of a kiss on the way out. You know, Stu's not giving up. We know how Stu likes to race. The crowd are loving it in the chalets around the circuit as well as the grandstands. But oh, Stu's made a mistake. Oh no! He's clipped the wall as well, which has cost him now time. So that's allowed probably Major Rover to get back into ninth place at the moment. Or Stu actually got going before Major Rover got there? It looks like it. We're on to lap 20, lap 30, lap 31, so 29 laps left. Getting way behind and way ahead of myself, but I tell you what, I think Stu's going to be kicking himself for that mistake now, as he was on course to get 8th place, but seems the Honda got a bit of damage there. As he picks up some damage doing that though, because that is a bit unfortunate. And it seems to be thereabouts, but you know, Stu's going to have to try and catch up now. But I think in the meantime though, looking at what's going on though, is Stu's teammate Newey is literally catching up to Henry at the moment. Henry's got Brenstig to try and catch up, but you know, thereabouts. But Brenstig's got to be careful because Newey's going to come through. But Henry's got away a bit from Newey at the moment, but has he? But this is where it's going to get close, I'll tell you this now. But it could be all or nothing in this race, it seems to be. At the moment, a couple of battle scars on a couple of cars have not made it to this point, but we'll go through exactly what's around. But just looking at the cars then, so Cal still leads the race then from Got No Empathy, followed by Brother Stig then, so Brother Stig still trying to catch up to Got No Empathy for that second place at the moment. So Cal's still leading the race, maybe that's what he wants, because the likes of Henry down around in 6th place at the moment, Simon in 4th at the moment, so Simon's putting a good showing on for the Three Amigos Motorsport. Alex in 5th then, excuse me, with Henry in 6th at the moment. This could be a very close, tense battle. Henry's got a bit of a slide on with that Jaguar, but Newey's trying to catch him up for 6th place at the moment, and STR Luigi in 8th, and Major Raven now 9th. Stu's probably had a bit of damage in that Honda. With STR Mario in 10th, and Spiker Floth in 11th. Stu in the Honda now 12th. I think he had to pit. Yes, he probably did have damage, so he's in 12th now with around 27 laps of this race to be run. But Rob Racing UK 13th then. Madge 14th, Devil Lord 15th. Not a good showing for Devil Lord at the moment. He's obviously, I don't know if his BMW's having a bit of an issue, but he seems to, even though he's catching up to Madge, but you know, it seems to be thereabouts. The BMW driver trying to push on for dear life. It could be very close to see what happens between these two from the end of towards the latter half of the next stint. But Neil Doran in, of course, 16th, and one Cronag 18th, Hopkins in 18th, Brunstig in 19th, and of course Wayne in 20th. But You know, is the battle between Newey and Henry closing? Yes, it is, because if you look, Henry seems to be dancing that Jaguar thereabouts. It seems to be very close to see what's going to happen, but you know, who knows exactly what's going to happen. But this is why things are going to happen. But you know, on to lap 34 we go then, so 26 laps left of this race. It seems to be very close proximity, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. You know, hopefully, you know, we don't have any big incidences that are going to catch people off guard, because you know exactly how the circuit goes. Burnley's Alps has always provided some fantastic, and I mean fantastic, season finales in previous Enduro seasons. As I say, it's a bit cold over here in Switzerland, but you know, the fans seems to be loving it. And I'll tell you what, it is looking like they knew he's going to try and catch up to Henry before the end of the lap. It seems with around 25 laps, then the race leader is on to 25 laps to go in this race. It seems that Cal wants to try and get from the Enduro his first title. But I think what happens is that Henry needs to finish in the top 3 to get where he is, to get the title. I think that's the aim. Can't remember exactly how it works though, but it seems at the moment that things are happening very quickly. But I think Brad's still trying to catch up to the likes of got no empathy. Oh, his spoiler's gone, so he's had a bit of an issue there. I think he's trying to catch up to still trying to catch up, got no empathy, but it seems got no empathy is thereabouts. I'm not too sure whether Brad's a bit of an issue, but spoiler seems to be missing from that BMW M6 at the moment. It seems to be but Simon's catching up. Simon's on a good run, so it could be very close before the next lap or so, but Brad somehow lost his spoiler of that BMW, so that could be affecting him round here, you know, and Simon's going to try and push that Lotus along the way, it seems. Excuse me. But it looks like Bodkins has now had a bit of an issue. So the Northern Monkey Racing Samcos are down to 1 car at the moment, so it looks like the suffered an electrical issue, I believe, but it's not going to be easy. So looking at exactly what's happening with the race result then, well, the races at the moment then, so it looks like Brunstig is the very quickest. Where's he at? It seems that Brunstig is 19th, and so Simon's going to try and catch up to Roger Stig if he can. But I think Newey's still trying to catch up to Henry, but he's lost a bit of ground because Henry's lapped the likes of Kronag and of course Devil's Bogeyman. But Kronag's trying to battle his way through with the likes of Devil's Bogeyman, and of course Kronag is there. Looks like Devils is trying to get away, but he's going to have to be careful. That's Newey through, so that's going to be very close to see exactly what happens. So Newey will still try and catch up to Henry, but Kronag and of course Devil's Bogeyman, both a bit of weird times for the pair of them, down 16th and of course 17th at the moment, and we're on lap 37, around a couple of laps into the next stint. So we could be very careful to see exactly what's happening, but you can just see Devil's Bogeyman trying to hold off Kronag at the moment. Kronag seems to be adapting to that BMW M3, the 2008 model. But it seems there's still quite a bit to go with around 20, around 22 laps to go in this race. So it could be very careful to see exactly what happens, but I think the way things are going, trying to catch up to a certain bit, because I think Pronag's going to get Devil's Borderman this time round. I think New will catch up to the likes of Henry in the time. It looks like at the moment, however, Pronag gets through on Devil's Borderman, does he? Yes, he does. So that's going to happen thereabouts. But I think Newey's going to try and catch up to the likes of Henry, but I think Henry's got to be careful. He's lost a bit of ground there. On to lap 38 then, so 22 rather. So on 22 laps to go in this race, it seems to be thereabouts, but very good proximity racing at the moment, but still got no empathy, followed by Cal in first place then, so Cal's still eking out that advantage. You can just see how quick that Corvette is going. It seems to be with around 21 laps left this race. It's will be very quick. Indeed, we'll see how well things go for Cal, because he's obviously on course for a championship win. You know, to see Brad trying to catch it back up to Got No Empathy, you can just see how quick that's going to happen. With Simon trying to be all hot on his heels. You know, Simon's been a very established racer since coming into Thunder Enduro, which, you know, obviously with a lot of things to be achieved with that Lotus, it seems. Excuse me. Excuse me. Down everyone's ear. It looks like Simon's going to try and catch up to Brad. Brad's still got that spoiler missing off that BMW, so it will affect him. It looks like Got No Empathy, however, just see that Corvette going down the hill. Is the Corvette suffering? Or is it just the way it goes? We'll see how quick, you know, you've got Persian Ninja, however. Got that gap from Newey at the moment. Newey's thereabouts, but is it going to happen? Because Newey's got to be careful. I think he's got STR and Luigi trying to breathe down his neck. Almost, but you can just see Brad's stick. We'll go back to that battle for second and third place, and possibly fourth, because we've got around now 20 laps left of this race, the final race of the Thunder Enduro season. And it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen between these guys. Who knows exactly what's going to happen? So 20 laps left, it is thereabouts, but some of the guys are going to have to try and make, I think some of them have got to make their compulsory pit stops very shortly. We'll see exactly what's going to happen in the race. That's at the moment you can just see that, you know, Cal's the leader with 42.5 seconds. The fastest lap was 121.6 at the moment by Cal. Top speed, Captain Stu with 174 miles an hour. Seems to be very careful to see exactly what's going to happen, but looking at the dash then with Brothers there trying to push on, you know exactly what he's trying to do. You just see, you know, he's thereabouts, but he's always a quick racer, but it's going to be thereabouts. But you know, still there in third place at the moment. I think he's still trying to catch up to Got No Empathy, but in the meantime Simon's going to try and catch him. You know, we've got around 19 laps to go, but I think Brad goes into pit lane now, so they'll have Simon up into third. It could be another good showing for Simon as the series rolls out. It looks like Madge is also looking at the results at the moment. It looks like then Madge is another retirement. It looks like there's been a bit of an issue, but is there issues that we need to know about? Because you know there is quite a few cars out there this evening that have suffered. You know, you've got the likes of Stu thereabouts, away from getting past Brent Stig as STR Mario goes into pit lane. He almost clips the pit lane barrier as he goes into pit lane there, which I think he actually has from hearing that sound. I think STR Mario, yes, he's into pit lane though, but I think he's got a bit of an issue. But quite a few cars thereabouts, but I think Cal's just got most of the field now, so that's where he wants to be. He's on lap 42 then, so around 18 laps left in this race. It seems to be quite close and personal, but this is exactly how things he wants to probably plan it at the moment. But I think Henry has to finish in the top 3. I think that's how it plays out. I'm sure if Henry has to finish in the top 3 to get the driver's crown, I'm not too sure exactly how it works, but you know, it's thereabouts. But I'll tell you what, it's been fantastic racing. Brad Stig, however, 6th place at the moment. The team has gone to work, the service team gone to work, and it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen for the remainder 17 laps of this race. Thereabouts, but obviously, you know, there is a round, obviously, if you're watching the stream, on a round of the Thunder Enduro Championship of Season 13. I think Season 14 is going to be very amazing, especially with yours truly back on the grid, so I will be back on the grid. I'm looking forward to being back here racing next to these guys. It's going to be thereabouts, but Major Rover in 8th place then seems to be pushing on. Started on pole position, he's in 8th place at the moment, and so the Renault GTA driver trying to push on for quite some time. He's going to be thereabouts, but let's see what happens. STR Luigi, however, in 9th place. His brother, however, had a bit of an issue going into pit lane by the sound of it, and that's dropped him back to 13th still. So it's going to be thereabouts, but we'll see what STR Luigi can do. It seems BMWs at the moment, the STR BMWs seem to be struggling. But obviously, you know, thereabouts. Who knows exactly how things go between. You can just see Atom Stew, however, trying to catch up to the likes of STR Luigi. It's going to be very close between the likes of Stew and of course Luigi. Luigi has got I think he did finally put a lap on. Oh, he goes wide, does STR Luigi, almost sets out Devil's Morgan in the same time, because of, obviously, yeah, he's got a lap on Devils, but we just see Stu catching up now. You know, Stu's on a charge. From that sort of issue coming into this corner, couple of laps ago, he obviously probably clipped the curb or clipped the jump a bit wrong, and it seems to be thereabouts, but he's got to push on. He's almost clipped the wall there, but it seems to be very pushy thereabouts. But 16 laps left of this final race of the championship then. Could be thereabouts, but who knows exactly what's going to happen. He's got to be careful, he's in 10th place at the moment then, so still a long way to go. Is there a battle anywhere else? I don't know, I believe Henry's 6th place at the moment. This could be probably not what he wants at the moment, but you know, he's thereabouts, but can't afford it. Simon's still there in 4th at the moment. He was 3rd, but I think Brad's kind of seems to be thereabouts, what I think. What I'm seeing at the moment then, it seems to be very careful. As Brad's got back into 3rd place then, he's trying to battle. We've got no empathy with 15 laps to go. It's going to be thereabouts between these guys at the moment. It seems that who knows exactly what's going to happen. You know, it could be thereabouts. So I believe Brad's going to try and get past no empathy. I do apologise. I'm trying to concentrate on that battle. I clicked to the wrong thing. You can just see how quick Brad's going to get that BMW M6 alongside that Corvette. You know, this is probably what Brad wants between now and the latter half of the race. So you know, it could be thereabouts. We're nearly. Excuse me, we're nearly at 10 laps to go in this race. So we're on 14 laps then. 14 laps from the end. This has been a fantastic end to the season, but you know what is going to happen? You know, is Brad going to try and make a move? He's got no empathy. He needs to, I don't know whether he's done compulsory pit stop yet. But this is what could easily take advantage. I think Brad's going to be thereabouts, but you can just see. And if you just joined, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens. Simon is still there in 4th place at the moment, so that could be a very good showing for Simon. You've got Henry at the moment trying to push on for trying to push it to his teammate as well. It seems to be 13 laps to go. This is where it could be very close. I'll tell you this now, I'm not going to lie, but this has been very fantastic. Even the touring car races this evening to liven up the championship spectacular, and it seems that, you know, Newey is slightly catching up to Henry, but there's a bit of a thing going on here. But I believe Hugh's now catched up to STR Luigio, so this could be on for a very good course. But STR Luigio is braking a bit, but Stu's not going to give up. You know what Stu's like, Stu will not give up racing. STR Luigio, is he going to be slower than Stu, or is it just these two are going to put on a bit of a fight? But you can just excuse me, STR Luigio, however, is sliding all over trying to stop that on the NSX. Stu Bartley getting through at the moment, but Stu's got to be very careful, because STR Luigio, yes, he gets over that rise, but this is exactly how the title fights could be won or lost here. It's been happening in the past, but I'll tell you what, Stu is looking forward to seeing exactly what he can do. The Northern Monkey Racer, you know, I believe he's been retained by the team next season. I believe it's going to be in similar machinery next season. I'm not too sure exactly what cars are coming to the grid next season, because I believe things are changing. It looks like the lights of STR Luigio at the moment, you can just see on the top, having gone up the top half of the screen, that Cal is still leading the race, and it seems to be thereabouts. But you know, is STR Luigio going to crack under pressure? He gets a bit sideways. That is a delay Stu a bit. STR Luigio, this is where it becomes a bit of a tooth and nail battle between himself and Stu, with around looking likely 12 laps left in this race. This is exactly thrilling stuff. All the fun Enduro, the final rounds of the championship, should I say. And it's been perfectly picturesque. Yeah, Bernie's Alps, as I say, the track is never forgiving. It is never anyone's friendly. But it can be some drivers' friends. As SDR Luigi gets a bit crossed up, so that's allowed Stu to retake that 8th place. Cal's about to lap these two as well. But this is exactly how things pan out. But it is thereabouts, but I tell you what, Cal is going to be on course for what could be a very established sort of, but I tell you what, Brothers Stig is still trying to catch up to No Empathy, so you've got No Empathy at the moment, seems to be thereabouts, with around 11 laps left of the final race of the championship. I tell you what, it has been unreal. It is going to be very close to see. I think that is actually Brad's spoiler on that left hand side as we go over that rise there, but you can see he's got No Empathy, trying to hold on for dear life, and I think trying to protect that third place from Brothers Stig at the moment. You can see how quick Brad goes, but 11 laps left in this race. It's winding down slowly but surely. I think this is where the battles could be happening, but I tell you what, Brad has got back in front. I've got No Empathy for that second place, so the Corvettes are 1-3 at the moment. This could be a very interesting end to the season. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to be back on the grid next season. And it will be fantastic to be back on the grid. I'll tell you what, I think Cal is going to be taking the outright race win, avoiding with 10 laps to go in this race, 10 laps left. Excuse me. I think Newey's dropped down a bit. He's dropped down to 6th at the moment. Well, he's dropped down to... Actually dropped down... Yeah, he's dropped down to 10th because I think he's gone into the pits. Or has he had an issue? Or is it doing that thing again? It's hard to tell, but I tell you what, Major Ray have a 9th at the moment. SDR Luigi in 8th, then with Stu in 7th. Well, I'm not too sure whether Newey's had a bit of an issue, but you can just see Henry and Alex, they're still battling for 5th and 6th. Maybe that could be a very easy advantage. I'm not too sure how it's going to pan out for the championship though. But I'll tell you what, it's been very interesting races, I'll tell you this. I think what the timing screen is actually telling me then is that Newey's 14th with around 9 laps to go. No, he's not, he's 7th, I do apologise. The timing screen draws another wobbler throughout the evening. But I'll tell you what, the two Northern Monkeys, Honda NSXs, I know they called them Nissans then. But Stu and Newey are 7th and 8th respectively. I'll tell you what, this is where it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. But, you know, Cal's still leading the race then. Is this what he wants to have? Because, you know, it's going to be very close before the end of the night, I tell you. Who is going to push on? He's got No Empathy, still trying to catch up to Brothers Stig. Yes, he is. It looks like Simon's dropped back a bit, but that doesn't really matter because he will try and catch up to these guys. I'm sure he will. Excuse me, but Brothers Stig, however, seems to be holding on for dear life. With around 9 laps to go in this final race of the season, then could be all or nothing. But I tell you what, Brothers is trying to hold on from, of course, got No Empathy. This is exactly how things go, but I think STR Mario and Rob Racing UK, they've also had a bit of a battle between the pair of them, I think, but hopefully that shouldn't hamper this battle between Brothers and, of course, Got No Empathy. You know, 8 laps left in this race. This is probably the most tense moments of people's life, because it is winding down slowly but surely with the laps. I'll tell you this, it could be thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, we could be very close. But I think the way things are going at the moment, STR Mario goes into pit lane, then it seems that BMWs are struggling at the moment, but Got No Empathy is still trying to push Brothers Stig all the way for that second place. This is where it's going to get very close. You can just see exactly with around 7 laps to go, but Brothers Stig, oh, has he had an issue? Got No Empathy gets back in front into the second place rather. But Brothers Stig is thereabouts, he's still pushing on for dear life. I have no idea exactly what the time screen is doing tonight, because Stu goes into pit lane then. Is that a wise thing, or Stu picks up some damage somehow? The Newey is in... I think Newey's actually in... yeah, looks like Alex and of course Henry are swapping places together. I think this is exactly what we've seen for the time being, but looks like Henry's going to try and get the move, but Alex is trying to get a move on his teammates, again for what could be a very close proximity battle. Alex gets a bit sideways to judge with these types. These cars are not the easiest cars to get right, but these guys seem to be battling. That's going to allow Newey to catch them up, so it looks like, you know, Alex is going to try and make a move on Henry. The bear not all the touch. They'll be having words in the garage after the racing is finished, but you know, Newey could easily do a 7-10 split and catch them up if he's careful. Around 6 laps left. Well, yeah, around 7 laps rather, not 6 laps, but we'll see exactly what happens, but it's going to be very careful to see what goes on between the likes of Alex and of course Henry. They're battling for that 5th and 6th place, but that is allowing you to catch them both up. You can just see that Honda, he's thereabouts, you know, fair play to him. Around 6 laps of the final race of the season. I do apologise for that noise. I just had a bit of a moment or two there, but I just had to sort them out. But hopefully you can hear me. But it looks like Alex and of course Crazy Ninja are trying to catch each other up with around possibly to go on to lap. I think we're still on lap 54, maybe on to lap 53. On to, you know, it looks like Alex and of course Henry thereabouts. So as I say, I do apologise because I've sort some technical gremlins out with a moment or two, but it looks like at the moment, and Alex is still there in 5th place at the moment with Henry 6th. Newey trying to catch these guys up. Brothers Stig, is he catched up to Got No Empathy? He's still catching them up. You know, I think that's exactly how things are going to happen with around 5 laps left in this race, so we could be on course for a very interesting twist. You can just see Brad via spoiler off to that right hand side of the circuit. Hopefully someone will collect it on the way back, but it looks like, you know, Got No Empathy is still pushing on for dear life at the moment, trying to catch up to, you know, really catch up. But Simon's also lurking in the background now. Simon's coming on strong with 5 laps left. Cowell's actually thereabouts. You know, he's fair play to him. You know, he's about to go on to lap 56. Is this going to be exactly how he wants to try and win his first championship? You know, it's hard to tell exactly what championship standings are, because, you know, we don't have that sort of ingenuity at the moment. But to tell you what, Cal's done a very fabulous job to get where he needs to be. But I think the battle between the likes of Cotton Empathy and Brandon Stig, they're about to well, they just lapped off, but it looks like Simon's going to try and get past, but Simon's got to catch these guys up. Around 4 laps left of the race then, it seems. But what is happening for the battle between Newey? Oh, Newey's catched up to Henry. This is an absolute fabulous battle. And this is going to be awesome to see exactly what's going to happen. But who knows exactly what's going to happen between now and then. I'll tell you this, it is very good to see exactly what is going to happen. Who knows what is going to happen between the likes of certain people, but I'll tell you this, Crazy Ninja, however, he's under threat from, of course, Newey, but he's got to be careful, because if he wants to catch up to his teammate Alex, he's got to not allow you to get anywhere near. But this is exactly why Enduro is so tense. Around 4 laps to go in this race, it could be, actually no, say that, as Cal gets the lap counter down to 57, so it's around 3 laps left. It's going to be very careful to see exactly what happens. But I think Newey is going to try and catch up to these two before the end. You can just see Henry's holding on for dear life. He's trying to hold on for dear life. Does he know the title? Is the title going to be his? It looks like he's got a bit of a momentum issue there, because Newey's going to try and catch him. Newey is on course for 6th place at the moment. Henry's trying to go alongside, but Newey's not giving up thereabouts. But maybe Alex is going to try and push on. But I tell you what, it looks like Newey's going to try and catch up to the likes of Henry for that 6th place before the end of the race. Who knows? You know, you never know with these races. Seems to be pushing on, but I tell you what, with round 3 laps left of this race, it is going to be very close. It could be very proximities. But I'll tell you this is exactly why we like to see this race. It is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. But I'll tell you what, Henry's made a bit of a slide. Is that allowed? Is that allowed Newey to catch him up slightly? But I tell you what, with 2, you know, Cal's still leading the race then. This is really unstoppable. You know, is this exactly what Cal wants? You know, does he know that, you know, things are happening? But I think Henry's got a bit of an issue with that D-type, because he's got Newey alongside and Newey's not giving up yet. You know, it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. We'll see if there's anything going on untoward, but Newey gets into 6th place then. Fabulous job. But I think the battle for 2nd is still thereabouts. But I'll tell you what, with 2 laps to go, 2 laps left of this race, the final race of the season of Enduro. For season 13 is going to be thereabouts, but who knows exactly what is going to happen. But we'll see what goes on between these guys. But it's actually 1 lap. Cal's actually got 1 lap to go, so it's going to be thereabouts. But I think he's actually lapped all the fields, to be fair. But we forgot about him. You know, he's still thereabouts, but we'll see exactly what's happening. I think the likes of Simon's doing a fabulous job in 4th at the moment. Still catching up to these top, the 3rd and 2nd. going to be thereabouts, but maybe Alex is going to try and push on Yui. Has Yui made a mistake? Yes, he has. He's dropped back down to 7th. Cal is about to probably push on. You know, I think, you know, Cal's trying to get past these two, and Yui and of course Henry are still battling, but that's going to be costing ground. Cal's about to go on to the final lap. This could be very unstoppable for these people. I'll tell you what, Cal's almost a lap the entire field. This is insane. But I'll tell you this, it is going to be thereabouts. Cal goes on to the final lap then, of the final race of the season. But I'll tell you this has been really impressive. But I think Cal's going to be definitely the one to watch next season. Henry tries to move out of Cal's way. It's going to be very careful to see exactly what's going to happen. I think, you know, this could be going down to the wire. And it's thereabouts, but I'll tell you what, Henry's trying to push on, but gotta be careful because Newey will catch him back up. And it is thereabouts, but who knows exactly what is going to happen for the last couple of positions in the race. But I'll tell you what, I think Got No Empathy, yes, him and Brad are still there, but Simon will be still 4th at the moment. But I'll tell you what, Cal is going to come through and possibly take a victory. I don't know whether he's going to take the championship, but I'll tell you what, oh, he's lost a bit of control there, but maybe he's just thinking, oh, I'll tell you what, fair play, he takes an astounding victory with the likes of his teammate Got No Empathy will take 2nd place then. At the moment he's still battling with Brad though, I believe, so, you know, Brad's not giving up yet, but you can see exactly, excuse me, see exactly what's going to happen. But who knows exactly what's going to happen, because I think Got No Empathy, however, is going to finish 2nd, so this could be a very interesting result for Chevy Corvettes, with Brad still trying to chase them down to the wire. But I think Got No Empathy will take 2nd place. I'm not too sure exactly how that works, but I think they've actually took a bit of a battle there, so Got No Empathy and of course Brad will finish 3rd. Simon actually finishes 4th, so that's a really good show for Simon there, with Faster Alex in of course 5th place. We'll finish in 5th, Henry in 6th then, with Newey in 7th. I think the way things have gone, I don't know whether it's fun. Crazy Ninja actually gets 5th on the line, but Alex in 6th and Newey in 7th. So that was a very interesting battle. I think STR Luigi, however, will come home in 8th. With, of course, Stu in 9th. Major Raver 10th. At the moment 10th place after starting pole position, so he'll be a bit disappointed with that. Psycho Floss in, of course, 11th with Devil Lord. Oh, there's been a bit of contact between the pair of them. But looks like Spiker Fluff will take out the 11th place. It looks like they will. The Spiker Fluff will take 11th from there. Tom will take out 12th by the looks of it. 13th will be STR Mario. Drifting it. No idea why he's drifting it. he will finish 13th. Rob Racer, however, will finish 14th. So we'll see what Rob can do next season. Who knows exactly what Rob's going to be doing next season, because there's a lot of rumours going on. So SCR Mario finishes 13th, with Rob Racer in 14th, with Wayne in 15th then, with Devil's Boogeyman, or Boogeyman. I do apologise, mate, please don't hate me, I can't remember how to pronounce your name. Devil's Boogeyman, or Neil, in 16th then, will be coming across the line in 16th. I think he's thereabouts now, so he's finished in 16th. And then you got Pronag in 17th at the moment in the BMW. I think Brunstig is also going to be the last of the finishers thereabouts, but fair play. No one, apart from the likes of Hopkins, Madge, and of course Henry Unicorn. I can't remember who else. Yeah, I think it was only 3 of them that had suffered. So yeah, Brunstig, Madge, Hopkins, and Angry Unicorn and Celtic were the non-finishers. So that's a bit unfortunate, but Brunstig will finish 18th. And what has probably been a challenging couple of races for Thunder Enduro for him. But it will be fantastic to see exactly. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen for next season. As I say, I will be on the grid next season. So, you know, it's going to be very weird to be back on the grid, and who knows where we'll be racing, and who knows what we'll be bringing, and who knows who my teammate will be. Because we will be offering a few drives there and then for drivers to be very capable. But, you know, it is going to be spectacular to wait for Brendan Stig to cross the line, having a bit of a battle with Brother Stig's driver tour, should we say. But Brendan Stig will finish in, of course, 18th place. But that was a bit of a hectic race, but I'll tell you what, fair play to these guys. We'll go through the final race classifications of Thunder Enduro. It looks like some were taking more stops, even though we were doing one. Cal takes the win from Got No Empathy, so it's a Corvette 1-2. Followed by Brother Stig, Simon in 4th, Henry in 5th, Alex in 6th, Newey 7th, SCR Luigi 8th, Stuart in 9th, Matt Allen, Major Raver in 10th, Spiker Sloth in 11th, Devil Lord 12th, SCR Mario 13th, Rob Racer 14th, Wayne in 15th, followed by Devil's Boogeyman, followed by Pronag and Brent Stig. Madge, Hopkins and Celtic and Angry Unicorn were not the ones that finished. But yes guys, as I say, next season will be fantastic. Season 14 is going to be not far away. We are looking forward to seeing what Season 14 brings, especially when I am on the grid. And I can't wait. So until then guys, take care. Enjoy your season break for a couple of weeks. Can't wait to see what cars are coming to the grid. Can't wait to see who's going to be there. Can't wait to see where we're racing. And who knows, we'll see if I can get some momentum back, because it's been a while since I've raced. But yes, I will see you when I race guys. So until then, take care. Ta-ra.